Hey everyone, welcome to JGlobal.com. Well, I'm super excited to have with me today a friend of mine and really a business partner in Juice with me, Mark McConnell. One of the great things about a business like Juice, besides being able to work with your friends and family that I have the good fortune, but also is to have individuals in your business that you highly respect, who have had great success outside of maybe this industry, but also individuals that really offset some of the weaknesses that you may have. And that's really the case with Mark. Mark has had an incredibly successful career outside of Juice with another company. It was what, an 18-year career. But Mark's reached the level of silver ambassador with Juice in a very short period of time. And one of the weaknesses I personally have in this business, Mark, is prospecting. Actually, that initial conversation with somebody. And the thing that I've always respected so much about you, and quite honestly been envious of, is your ability to really take somebody, whether it's a family member or a friend or somebody you've just met, and really almost have them, for lack of better words, eaten out of your hand. But making a connection is probably a better way to say it. Really making a connection. And so I thought it would be great for you to share with our IBOs, if you could narrow that down to one thing that you really feel like you do successfully to make that happen, what would that be?
Well, the biggest thing I try to do, Jake, is I try to compliment people, okay? Because there's not a lot of positive things going on in the world right now, and so people are always looking for something that makes them feel better. And so I'll throw out, I'll be at the gas station and I'll see a car or a truck, and I'll go, man, that is a nice looking rig. Just a simple thing like that. Now, you got to be careful if it's not a nice looking rig. Right. It's kind of looks funny doing it. Yeah. But whether it's a friend or your parents or your spouse. I mean, you need to compliment. Man, your hair looks great today. That goes a million miles. Sure. And so whether you're building a business like Juice or just out and about being a good person, you need to work on. It's a muscle that you have to work on, because people are so focused on themselves that they don't think about saying something nice to somebody else. Right. And I think the biggest thing is, whether it's you seem like a really sharp guy, or I've respected you, I've always respected you, whatever it is, what you have to understand is they're hungry for something like that, okay? And if you're thinking only about yourself, you're not going to think about them, right. Okay? And so as soon as you make a positive statement to somebody, it's got to be sincere, okay? So you might have to work on that. Like I say, it's a muscle that you have to develop. But as soon as you get that down, you're going to find doors are going to open for you everywhere, and you're going to find you're going to attract a lot more people if you can learn to compliment somebody. Nice shirt.
Thanks. Hey, thank you. You too. Well, it's a very, very powerful tool, is the compliment. And I have to say, I don't know that I've ever met anybody better at it than Mark. And I have to be honest, it is not something that I'm good at. But the great thing about Mark, and he said this, he said it's got to be sincere. I've watched him, and he just has a knack. And I know, even though it may have come a little bit natural, you've worked on it over the years, of truly identifying something that's specific to that person and complimenting it and drawing. And it's amazing what it does for people, because you literally, when people are around Mark, their faces light up, and he makes them feel better about themselves. And that's very powerful, because if this business is all about, if it's social networking, if it's network marketing, it's about relationships, that compliment goes a mile. It goes so far with people. So thank you for sharing that.
Try it.